Today we have quite an exciting episode, and I know that most definitely you have observed the change of our setting. Yes, it's something quite different. But before we go to today's interview, let me just run you through the episodes or some of the episodes that we had over the period. We've had that of Nigeria's involvement in the Africa Basketball Festival, where we had engagement with the team coach, the team captain, and some of the players. We had an interview with past presidents, 2019-2020 president of the National Association of Nigerian Students Ghana chapter in the person of Samuel Adebayo Ogunkoya. And then we've also had an interview with Chief Callistus Eluzonwa, who is the managing director of West Trasacco Hotel and Candid Properties. A wonderful man. We've had interview with the incumbent president of the National Association of Nigerian Students, and on and on and on. We've had series of interviews. But today on Nigerians Abroad, it might interest you to know that I have not Nigerians but two Ghanaians. That is what makes today's interview quite interesting, and we're going to have them also share what they have with us. Because today we're not just going to be talking about these two Ghanaians, but we're going to talk about these two Ghanaians living with Nigerians and a product from a Nigerian brother. This is Nigerians Abroad. I am Kofi Opon Ochre. Kindly subscribe to our YouTube channel, African Network Television. Please do watch our videos, share them, like them, and leave your comments behind. Now we go to today's engagement, and I introduce to you these two wonderful gentlemen from Heyom. And I have to my left, he's Albert Cheche Kwaku, and also to my right, I have Richmond Otu. Good day, sirs.
Good day.
Good day.
How are you feeling?
Feeling good.
You are the first two Ghanaians or different nationals who are on Nigerians Abroad. How is the feeling like?
Special.
Omo. Yeah, it's a great feeling. I mean, to be able to cross carpets and actually get to know and understand how Nigerian businesses and lifestyle is actually contributing to the growth in and within Ghanaian societies. So I think it's a pretty positive move in the right direction, and we hope for more of such in the future.
Okay, so we're going to be talking about, as I said, a product, Heyom app. Heyom app is a mobile application, a social media mobile application, but it has different features they're going to be running us through. Richmond Otto is the marketing manager for the products, and then Albert is the technical head for the same product, Heyom app. But before we go to talk about the product, now I have this question. Let me start with you, Albert. As a person, you have had the opportunity to live with Nigerians, work with them. Share your personal experience working and living with Nigerians with us.
Well, it's more like a journey. Living with Nigerians, initially, you might think you wouldn't be able to, but when you get to understand the people, you get to understand their norms, how they live in the society, you are able to live with them in a peaceful society. The one I've been living with for quite almost 5 years now. I met him when I was just a young guy coming out of the tertiary institution. It was that strict, but when you get to understand him, his policies are just simple. When he asks for something, it should be delivered. And whenever there is something needed that maybe his mind might not be on it, he should be smart enough to just pick it up and do what's necessary. Everything should be on time, and promises that has been made has to be delivered. That's all. It's as simple as that.
Wow. So it has been good.
It's very good.
Now I come to Richmond Otto. I mean, in the case of Richmond Otto, it's quite different because he had the opportunity to school with Nigerians in Europe, right?
Yeah, in the US.
In US, he had the
And
opportunity
lived
to
with them
speak
in Europe.
and live. So he schooled with Nigerians in US and lived with them in Europe, and today he's working with them in Ghana.
Yeah.
Share your experience.
Pretty continental. You know, typically when you hear Nigeria, first thing that comes to mind is 419 and fraudulent acts and stuff like that. But there is more to it than that. And you know, way back from school, these guys are the ones who would always reach out to you first, give you the signs of opportunities that are around you that you might not be seeing. I mean, they are very, very opportunistic in a positive way. They like to grab and take advantage of situations to make themselves better. And I mean, in school, this was one of the things that I actually got to appreciate. Wherever there was an opportunity, they will reach out to you and make you know that, hey, this is what we're doing and we are in it with you.
You're selfless people.
Very selfless. Moving to Europe, I mean, and with my job and position, I got to travel around a lot. And the most interesting thing is that everywhere you move to, there are Nigerians there. You can go to the end of the world, and I promise you, you would meet some Nigerians, and not just being Nigerians, but they live in the life and actually taking what the society over there gives them and making it better. So I mean, coming down to Ghana to work with a Nigerian, initially, you know, we all have our doubts, but I'm more of an open-minded person. I would hop in. If it doesn't work, I hop out. And actually, it demystifies the norm of Nigerians being, you know, all about 419, and they are very hardworking individuals. Yes, there are a few bad nuts here and there, but the majority that I've come in contact with, very hardworking individuals and very selfless. You understand? And I think this is something that we Ghanaians, who are deemed more timid to the outside world, can learn from them. Very aggressive in whatever they do, but then they do it for the benefits that a thing or opportunity gives out. So I think it's been a very good opportunity or experience with them, and I look forward for more years.
Oh, so it's more or less like I have two brothers who are Nigerians born Ghanaians.
Basically.
All right, that's good to know. Now let's come to the product. We'll go for a break very soon, but let's come to the products. It's called Hayum. It's a mobile application. Now, who do I start from? Who is going to talk to us about the product? Marketing manager?
Yeah, I will talk a little bit about the product itself.
Yes.
Hayum is an application, a cutting-edge social application that seeks to redefine the way we communicate, we share information, and do e-commerce online. And the most appealing part of this is the fact that this wonderful app was designed by a 17-year-old Nigerian. I mean, very outstanding individual when you get to meet him. Unfortunately, he couldn't be here with us today, but in subsequent opportunities, I'm sure he would show up. Basically, the app seeks to bridge the gap between we living here in our local lives and foreigners or friends and relatives that we have living abroad and also in the African continent. So, like I said, it's a communication application, and there is more to it. I would allow Albert to go into the nitty-gritties of the features that this wonderful app seeks to deliver to Ghanaians and Africans at large. It's a made in Ghana product, so hey, it's best we support it.
It's a Nigerian made in Ghana product. Albert, talk to us about it. Go deep.
Well, mostly when you get to hear Ghana and Nigeria, there's an existing war. It's always jollof rice.
Yeah, sure.
But this time around, something innovative is coming up.
No, but let me just tell you, we had an interview with a Nigerian fashion designer, and we had a Ghana Nigeria fashion. Yeah, so, I mean, now it's technology.
Technology. I don't know. There is something about these two countries. They just jump over some other countries and then try to fight wars all over.
Yeah.
So,
Friendly wars.
Friendly wars all over. Well, this new innovation, it's something just to connect the global world, to make it a small village. Hmm. You know, communication or social media per se has evolved now. We do our marketing traits all on social media, and I see this to be a hybrid of an app. Mostly when basic apps are coming up with these communication apps, they come with a texting bit. Later on, they add a feature of calling, uh, video calling.
Yeah.
They add the status and this. This app, the first time of it coming out, had a whole lot of features coming out. It had a texting bit of it. It had a video call. It has the audio call. It has the status feature. It has your live streams too. And it has wallet, an electronic wallet where you can just deposit money, do transactions with
As for remittances.
anyhow. And these remittances I'm talking about, a user from outside, anyone who is using Helium, no matter where you are, you can just do remittances through it. So it has a whole lot of features that, particularly, I'm just going to start with the messaging bit. Most often, gone were the days where we have to be writing telegrams, texting, somebody have to come, Facebook, you have to go and see the message later anytime you go online. Yeah. Where of late you could see that anytime you should have a text, it comes with a notification, notifying you instantly that somebody is texting you. You must achieved that feature, that instant text. Whenever you text someone, instantly the person receives your text. Not even more than, shouldn't be more than a microsecond.
With the blink of an eye.
It's there. When you talk about security, end-to-end message, whereby whatever you send to me or whatever I send to you is not being known by him. No one can ever.
I was going to come there. Security is a part of it that we would delve into.
It's very, very good. The messaging bit is more secure than these are normal daily messaging apps that we use, that when you even delete something, you can either use some software to read it back. With Helium, whatever is deleted is deleted. Yeah.
So, I mean, you mentioned the security bit of it. Now, how secured is your personal data? Because you get to log in, sign up, and all of that.
Yeah. Your personal data now, Helium has a database which is only used by Helium. In this sense, the only reason why we have the database is to give you messages and updates when there is let's say we need to run a promo. We need to inform our customers that maybe Helium is running this promo within this period of time. Then we might use your information to give you messages, because by registering on the app, we request for your number, your name, and sure, very soon email inclusive. But if you want to do transactions, you have to use your email.
Okay.
So all those features are just put in place to secure messaging in and out, so that when we want to give information out to our customers, we can use those information to reach them. Our customers' informations are valuable to us. We wouldn't give it out to anyone, or anyone let anyone have access to it. So it's something secure that we keep hidden. It's only between Helium users and the customers. Yeah.
And
you want to add something?
to add up to it, I mean, it's end-to-end, excuse me, encrypted.
Encryption. Yeah.
So basically, whatever you send, you would see it as lettering and all that kind of stuff. But and our database is just coded numbers,
Okay.
ones and zeros. So it would make it very difficult for anybody who tries to hack into the system to try and gain your information to be able to do that successfully. So it's highly encrypted for everybody's security.
With Helium app, hackers, Charlie, make you go back. It's not going to happen. You're not going to have access to somebody's data, somebody's information. Stay here
Of
right with
course.
us. We're going for a quick break. Once we come back, we continue with Helium app, the discussion, and then we get to know who can access it, where can we access it from, and all of that. Stay here. This is Nigerians Abroad. Our gallant men and women travel far and near in search of greener pastures. Many stories are told of them, full of lies or less truth. But a new era is here for us to tell our own stories, full and not in parts, in truth and not in lies. An opportunity to add our voices to the developmental discourse of our own motherland, even from the diaspora. A dedicated platform for Nigerians living in the diaspora and making their motherland proud. So join us on Nigerians Abroad, inspiring generations. Of course, you're still live and watching Nigerians Abroad, and we have a discussion around the Heyo mobile app designed by a 17-year-old Nigerian who is resident here in Ghana. And so we have the marketing manager for the product, who is in the person of Richmond O2, and then Albert Cheche Kwaku, who is the technical head for the very products that we are discussing here. Now we're looking at the accessibility. Now, who can access it? Where can we access it from? Is it globally?
Oh, it's globally.
Okay.
You can access it on both Play Store and then the App Store.
Okay.
Yeah. Just mostly due to the contents on the page. So we advise maybe kids should be guided by maybe their parents to get on the app. Kids even below the ages of
I think we have below the ages of 13, you're not able to access it. It's a family friendly application, but like he's saying, controlling content, especially in our parts of the world, is a bit not an easy task to do. So we would urge parents and guardians to be mindful of their kids whenever they are on the AM app. Yes, we have a lot of features on already that would entice kids to be on. They might want to be talking to mommy and daddy, or auntie and grandma, but then at the same time, parental guidance should be at the back of every parent's mind, that hey, let me control what my kid is accessing online, and yeah.
So I mean, that's the only condition that comes with it, that parents or guardians should guide their children.
Yeah, actually, before you are even able to download the app, we have an age restriction on both Apple Store and Play Store.
Play Store, okay.
So the limitation is 13 years. And I think every serious parent out there would be checking for those details before they allow their kids onto particular apps. So this we have in our footnotes before you download the app. At the same time, we will be coming up with educational bits in the near future on how parents should guide their kids whilst they navigate through the social media spaces, not just with Hayom, but all social media spaces.
Wow, that'll be a brilliant thing.
Moreover, it will depend on the kind of accounts they have on the app stores and the Play Store. If the account is being registered for a kid, I don't think Helium is going to show up there as an application. But if the account is being registered by the parent's name with the parent's details, Helium is always going to show up because the parent is matured. So it will depend the kind of accounts that the kids are handling. Aside from that, anyone else is free to use Helium.
Oh, wow, that's fine. Okay, so why this very mobile application or product at this time, at this age? Why the need?
Okay.
Okay. Mostly when you get to our various homes, when you get home, after taking your food, the next thing you go to, either you watch a movie or handle your phone. Social media. People go just try to watch videos. People go texting. People do video calls, calling just to interact with everybody. But we came to notice something. The society appreciates content. The society at large appreciates content. And when you put out content, when they appreciate your content by giving you gifts, they get nothing back. They just give for giving's sake because they like your content. But what if you make it a little bit competitive so that whoever is giving cannot just give alone, also get something back? Because always when you are giving, you know you are working for it, you are giving it out. At least you need to get something back. So for both the viewer and then the content creator, they both get something common. It's not just to the content creator alone.
So you mean to say that you can make money on Helium app?
As easy
Yeah.
as ABC.
You know, now all the apps, most of the social media apps, I would say about all of them are being monetized. So Helium is not an exception. But here we try to make it as easy to access whatever money you make on Helium as easy as possible for you to withdraw. I think most apps go through other third
Third
party
parties.
um, financial institutions to be able to withdraw their own money. And this is one thing that Helium provides effortlessly on through the use of HeyPay, the Hey wallet.
Okay.
So when you are on our, let's say, live streaming bits, and maybe you are doing a cooking program or an educative program and people find it very interesting and alluring, and so they gift you certain tokens, it automatically transfers to your Hey wallet, which is on the same app, and you can actually access it as soon as you're done with whatever streaming that you are engaged in. And you can easily push it into your bank account or on your Momo to withdraw it for use. So it makes it easier to access your money. And again, just like you asked, why at this moment, realize that in almost every home or house there are family members abroad, buying international calling data, IDDs. It doesn't come cheap. So this is the space where you can easily do your video calls for a cheaper internet rate, data rates, and the costs are very crystal clear. We will not have enough time. We would have demonstrated a few of these features, but I'm sure the next time we're here, we would
Of course.
we would do a strictly feature teaching episode. The video calls are crystal clear, so it makes communicating with loved ones or associates, be it business or commercial, much easier. It's very user friendly, and this is the first time, to my knowledge, that something like this is coming out of Africa. Usually, when you hear about these social media apps, they are either coming from Asia or somewhere in the West, and they are making huge money out of Africans. Understand? This is something that is coming from Africa. It is our own generated application, which gears to making our life interesting, as well as be able to get content both internationally and locally as easy as possible. So, I mean, it's about time we all come on board and embrace this Hayom app, because I mean, trust me, the lineup of features that Hayom is coming up with is mind blowing. Already, we have the big techs out there taking notice. Some have started reaching out to us already, and I guess they saw that they see the potential.
Yeah.
They
sure.
know what we can do, and you know, we always say this, and the best comes from Africa,
Yeah.
and it's not going to change.
Exactly.
You understand? And there's an app I'm very proud of, not because I work with them, but because I've seen the details of what they are planning to offer, not only to Africans here, but to the globe, the entire globe at large. So,
But
something.
the market is also very competitive.
Oh yeah, the market is very competitive out there. On the daily, they are coming up with new upgrades here
Yeah,
and
sure.
there. But we have our IT team, which is also working endlessly. They are just sacrificing as much time to be able to give each consumer of this product whatever they want. So, yeah, we are afraid. We are not afraid of the competition. I think they have realized what we are doing, and they've started taking preemptive measures to make sure that they are ahead of the game. But trust me, we fear no competition, and we are our own competition.
All right.
Because of the strategies we use.
Okay. So you guys are very strategic.
Yeah, other social media strategies they use before you can monetize your page, you have to get about some number of viewings, followings before you
Yeah.
can get a monetization. But we hear you, whatever content you put out there, if somebody comes today and sees the content and appreciate the content and gives to you, you are getting it instantly. You get the whole scenario.
Okay.
You don't need to wait to get
Certain number
10,000.
of views before
No.
you get paid.
You can go online creating content for, let's say, 100 people who appreciate that content and show gestures towards you. You get that instantly. You don't have to wait to get 1,000. Gradually, you get to build yourself. Bit by bit, you get to build yourself. So when you get to 1 million views, you're also a millionaire. That's how
A million views makes you a
It's a
millionaire.
Yeah.
Right. So can you confidently say that this is the digital product of the age?
Most definitely, it is. Unfortunately for you and other users out there, you are not privy to what we are privy to, and there's a brand new world out there. When we come out, we are coming out in bits. You know, Rome wasn't built in a day.
In a day, yeah.
So currently, we are doing a lot of testing in the background, and most of them have been fruitful. It's mind blowing.
I mean, quickly. So let's run us through the future of this very app. Just quickly, once you're there, technically, what should we expect?
Mostly, if someone wants to monetize it, you have to just be on the live stream aspect. If you want to monetize everything on the app, you want to just make money off it, you have to be creative to impress other people who would view your content and appreciate your content. Imagine you have, let's say, 10,000 followers, and then 3,000 are loyal fans. There are people that always follow your content. Yeah. Anytime you are online, they come to watch, and those 3,000 fans are actively gifting you. In a day, you can sit at home, just make content for 1 hour with those 3,000 viewers giving you minimum of 3,000 Ghana cedis. for this
Minimum of 3,000 Ghana
minimum. Minimum. That's when they give you the lowest gift, which is maybe somewhere equivalent to a CDs, something of that sort.
So if they give you 3,000 Ghana cedis, how much percentage does Hayom take?
If they give you 3,000 Ghana cedis, that 3,000 Ghana cedis is coming to you.
Okay.
It's coming to you because it was your content being created.
So there's no service charge whatsoever?
No service
For
charge.
now, we don't have any service charge. That money comes to you, but just as we know, the government is taxing.
Okay, so
everything.
taxes.
So you'll be getting your taxes possibly deducted, just like with any other social media money that you make. It will be taxed by government. And also, we are trying to make the Hey Wallets bit an easier way for people to remit their relatives
Globally.
globally. Yeah. So this is currently the rates are very ridiculous. You go out there and sometimes you say, wait, keep that money when you're coming back, or when someone is coming, you rather get the
Yeah,
physical cash because it's
It's not easy out there.
it's mind blowing how much they're charging for these days. So Hayom comes in, makes it much affordable to be able to remit, and also we have these businesses who are doing a lot of e-commerce, especially places like China and Singapore and the rest. You can easily send the money directly to whoever you are buying or purchasing
Okay.
your items with, your business partners globally. You can easily do it.
Using the Hayom
Using
wallet,
the
the
Hayom.
HeyPay wallet.
Yeah, yes, please. So that's one of the innovations that we are. And you see, it's like getting everything at one place, in one box. That's the main reason why we are Hayom. It's like Hey Home.
Okay.
That's the actual name of the app, Hey Home. You are home where everything is easily accessible to you. You want to reach out to your friend, you just get on, you call, you're able to talk to them. You want to send money, you get online, you send it. You want to read the news, you scroll, oh, there it is. You want to navigate, book a ride, and we are having all these features coming up in our.
Oh wow! So
most-
Hayom, there's a time coming that we will see Hayom become even a ride aiding app. You
Yeah.
have such service or feature coming in the future.
It's not going to be
Yeah.
a problem. You might even pick your ride and end up paying with Hayom.
So you order a ride with Hayom, you pay with Hayom,
With Hayom.
HeyPay wallet, and
There's a lot going to come in.
I mean, so you guys seem to be pregnant with
We don't want to just reveal
with a lot
everything.
of ideas, with a lot of innovations and invention coming into Hayom. How is the weight like? How are you able to carry this weight on your shoulders?
Well, few of it just have to come out there. Then the other ones would have to stand on their own through this.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So few of it would be
There's some sort of integration.
included integration within
Okay.
Hayom app, whereby a normal blogger, somebody who writes blog, can also come on board, write and post a story. Users of Hayom can get to see and read a story. So all those features are going to come in there, but it just has to go with time.
They'll be coming in different phases.
Mm,
So we don't want to just bombard.
yeah. So which phase are we now?
We are currently in the first phase.
Phase one.
Yeah, very, very.
So how old is the app?
Well, this app is less than a year old. Actually, the creation started way back, since this gentleman was about 13 years old. That was when he started
Okay.
with this thing, and the app itself has been in a testing mode the past months. We launched it, I think, somewhere in November. So basically, we are 3 months old as we speak, and the viewership and the usership that we are having, it's amazing how Ghanaians and Nigerians are supporting this
And
app.
Africans.
Africans, yeah.
Yeah.
Left to me alone, I would have put a boo boo or a fugu over the app, because I mean, it's amazing how people are supporting this app. You look at the reviews and they are all very positive. I mean, we have a few here and there that we need to work on,
Of course.
because you cannot always be right. But then the support has been massive, and we urge usually more of Africans to be on that app. Tell a friend to tell a friend to check out Hayom. Currently, our features, the texting, the video call, and the audio call bits, bar none.
All right, so just know that we have a new product from Africa, in Africa, for Africa, and for everyone out there. This is the Hayom app. It has the HeyPay wallet. It has a lot of features. You can do texting, you can do video calls, you can do audio calls, you can do everything with this very app, which was created by a 70-year-old man. We go for a quick break. When we come back, we get to know this man. Stay here. Our gallant men and women travel far and near in search of greener pastures. Many stories are told of them, full of lies or less truth. But a new era is here for us to tell our own stories, full and not in parts, in truth and not in lies. An opportunity to add our voices to the developmental discourse of our own motherland, even from the diaspora. A dedicated platform for Nigerians living in the diaspora and making their motherland proud. So join us on Nigerians Abroad, inspiring generations. Yeah, so you're still watching Nigerians Abroad, and it's Kofi here with Richmond and Albert. But now we talk about another wonderful man. You have his picture on the screen. He is Valentine, the brain behind the Hayom app. Richmond, talk to us about Valentine.
Well, Valentine is this young gentleman that you meet, and at first glance you're like, hey, who's this kid? You understand? Looks like it's like any ordinary boy of 17 years old. At first glance, it looks a bit shy, or at least that's what I thought. But upon getting to know him, you realize that that guy is a different breed. He analyzes a lot. So at the moment that I thought he was shy, not knowing he was sizing me up to know what you are made of. He listens attentively whenever you talk, and that is before he tells you what he thinks or his opinion. He's really sharp, and for somebody who has not been to any IT institution to come up with something like this should tell you how talented the individual is. But then talent without nurturing is pure waste. So he's nurtured his talents, and he's been able to come up with this new innovation. I mean, the sky is the limit for this gentleman. He sees you every time and he calls you, oh yeah, and I have this new idea. Come and listen. And then he not only spells it out to you, but he takes you through the process of how he came to acquire this very deep thinking gentleman. Mainly, he doesn't say, oh, I'm the brain behind, so I'm not going to listen to opinions. He actually does. And whenever he appreciates our professional contributions a lot, every time he sees you, he tries to make you know that, hey, I appreciate what you guys are doing, and trust me, this is one gentleman we would try and bring on board here so that the whole public would also get to enjoy his presence.
Albert, your first encounter with Valentine.
Well, Valentine, I prefer calling him Chairman.
You have a name you call him. Is it Valentine what?
Oh, he's Valome.
Valome.
Yeah.
Yeah. So why Valome?
Well, it's just a short form of the Valentine and the Omega.
Okay, Valentine Omega.
So
Okay.
he Valome.
Okay.
Oh, he's he has taken advantage of the internet because when you go on YouTube, you get to learn a whole lot. He took advantages of everything that he gets to see, traps it, learn more about it, then expand his horizons. That's what he did. And we youth of now, when we get to the internet, we just do trivial things. He was able to do a whole lot more with the assets he has. And when he gets questions or ideas, he brings them up to the parents. Anyhow or any way, they try to support him to make his dream become a reality.
So parents are the support,
Backbone,
the backbone.
the backbone. His family around him, the siblings, the parents are the backbones. That's why he is who he is today. At his age, he's able to achieve this. At my age, so my brain go contain.
So this boils down to I mean parents or the elderly ones that we have in society supporting the younger ones and giving them an opportunity to excel in what they do.
Some people
I
might
believe
say-
people are picking lessons, parents,
Oh, yeah.
guardians, they're picking lessons from this.
Oh yeah, I think so too. And this is a testament to the general public, and also a caution to parents. Yes, listen to your kids. You know, most parents are easy to blow off whatever you say. They just okay, whatever.
Trash it.
Yeah, but like you said, they need to actually enhance our thinking capacities. They need to be able to listen to us, no matter how trivial what the kids bring on board. Um, I said as I'm talking in Omeje's steed. So they need to actually encourage their kids. Yes, not everybody goes to school to excel. We have a lot of failures going through school or education system than we have success stories. So if someone is like, oh yeah, I quit school, this is what I want to do, you as the parent, your role is to sit him down, go through the pros and cons, and help him live his dream. I'm a doctor, my kids, at least two of my kids have to be a doctor. No, we passed that era. We look at the people making the money, look at the content creators and all that kind of. We are getting a lot of from rags to riches stories from these content creators. Most of them started with nothing, and now because of content creating, they've been able to self-teach themselves editing, shooting, videography, and all this stuff, and even to think outside the box. So I think parents have a very huge role to play, just like Omeje's um, parents are doing to him, helping him build his dream, which is something that is now not just going to be a dream of him alone, but a dream of Africa.
So would you say that Valentine Omeje's personality or persona has changed your orientation about African children?
Most definitely, most definitely. You know, African children usually the coy, shy type. When an elder is speaking, you are not typically you're not able to speak your mind. You understand? But then imagine me working. And my boss is a 17-year-old gentleman. Yes, I would have to take instructions from this gentleman, and he knows what he's doing. It's not just that he owns it or he is the brain behind it, but he knows what he's about. You understand? So I got home after my first encounter with him. I got home and I looked at my 17-year-old nephew and I'm like, hey, guess what? Back here. I said, oh, there's a new app. Hey, he's like, oh, okay. We went on his phone. He tried downloading it, and after, oh, okay, this is nice. Oh, Charlie. And I told him it's a 17-year-old guy who did it, and he's like, no way. So immediately he said that as motivation for him, and he's like, you know what? I'll also make you proud. And these are the kind of stories that we want to hear. You hear the success story of one kid, and then you want to better yourself. So I think that is one aspect that we need to really blow out there to encourage more kids to actually fulfill their dreams. And I would, when Hayom becomes Hayom, yeah, I think we would have to put up a sort of foundation or something like that
Yeah.
to help kids who want to live their dream, not only in the tech world, but in all aspects of life.
Okay.
I think that would be something we would.
I think Albert has a story to share. I mean, tell us how or the reaction when you first go home and told your wife that my next boss or my boss is a 17-year-old man.
Well,
Hello, baby, my boss is a 17-year-old man.
it's a strange reaction. To be sincere with you, it didn't go that well though. Because people have doubts.
Yeah.
People have doubts. But the only reason why he was able to achieve this is because of what he harnessed. A whole lot, when we even launched the program, a whole lot of people, the reaction people gave was like, they don't believe he was the one who created the app. When you get to Japan right now, if I tell you that calculators that market women use for calculating is being created in the classrooms, would you believe that? The program lineup, they just assemble some things and then they give it out. This for their surely done.
Another project work.
That's
Yeah,
all.
make money from it.
Kids today, as low as 3, they know how to
Coding.
just code and then display. They know something about HTML coding. They know something about JavaScript. All those, they learn programming language. This guy got his opportunity to study more. We see the COVID season to be sometimes some people see it as a blessing, some people see it as a disaster. To him, it was a blessing on his side because he got opportunity to learn more. So when I got home and told my siblings even that this is what happened, this is the owner of this app, no, they couldn't believe it. Not until they saw him on TV doing this interview. Are they serious with this? Yeah. He's the owner of the app, he created it.
So, I mean, we're created by God and he created us in his own image. He's a curator, so we too are curators, all right? So, Hayom Valentine Omeje curated the Hayom app and then is giving job to people.
Yep.
I mean, let's do this here. How many Nigerians are in your office space?
Currently, I think,
As compared to Ghanaians, most of the numbers may be equal or that of Ghana may outnumber that of Nigerians.
actually, the only Nigerians that we are working with currently is our Chief Operations Director, who happens to be Chief Omete himself, and Valentine Omete Jr. They are the only Nigerians we're currently working with.
All the tens and hundreds of people are Ghanaians.
Everyone is in Ghana, is Ghanaian, basically. This is a Ghanaian market, and Hayom seeks not to just grow in Ghana, but Ghana and beyond. And we're looking at creating job opportunities for whichever country that we enter to be mainly residents of that country. So, for example, now we are here in Ghana. It's called the Ghanaian team. So the Ghanaian team constitutes mainly Ghanaians from every department. Well, so it's we are creating a lot of job opportunity for Ghanaians here. So that is something that Nigeria is giving Ghana right now. We have this prodigy who is able to create a job that we are all, benefiting from. So I mean, like I started with my earlier statement, it's not all about 419. You know, there's a lot of Nigerians doing a lot of good here and employing Ghanaians here. And I think that is something that we overlook and do not appreciate. It's about time we start appreciating that. And yes, we aim at going to Nigerian market very soon. And when we are there, I know my brothers there would also capitalize on it. And the job creation will be massive because it's a larger country with a larger population. So hey, Nigeria, watch out. We'll be coming to you very soon.
Yeah, Nigeria, watch out. We're coming to you very soon. Okay, Albert, now talk to Nigerians abroad. I mean, just look into your camera and then talk to Nigerians living in the diaspora.
Nigerians already have something they call a support. They support one another in a different way. So I have no doubt that when these apps you get into Nigeria, they see it as their own. They would embrace it. They would embrace no matter the situation. Nigerians will always embrace this app because it's meant for them and it's meant for Africans in general. So Nigerians should watch out. We'll be launching them very soon.
Rich, your last words.
Yeah, so this app is there for you guys to take advantage of, especially with those of you who would want to be sending your remittances to your loved ones and family back home. It's all about Hey Wallet. You utilize it to your own benefit, and I know you wouldn't want your hard-earned money to be taken away by Uncle Sam. You know who I'm talking about. So come on board, and let's make this thing a reality.
All right, let me just do this real quick. All right. So hello Ghana, hello Nigeria, hello Africa, and hello the world all over. We introduce to you the new charm, the new thing. This is the Helium app. It's created by a 17-year-old Nigerian resident in Ghana, and this app works so wonderfully, and it supports video calls, audio calls, texting. It has a Helium Pay wallet, and you can use it for everything that you want to do. This is a brilliant idea that we Africans must embrace and make it our own, so that in the next generation to come, we're going to have Africa taking our place and making ourselves proud. This is Nigerians Abroad. My name is Kofi Opon Otri. Continue to stay here, watch our videos, subscribe, share them, and leave your comments behind. Nigerians Abroad. This is Kofi Opon Otri.